David, here's my week 3 summary video, and I'd like to just wish you a happy Father's Day, and if you're not a father, then happy Sunday, I guess. But anyways, let's get started. On Tuesday this week is when I watched the videos that you posted on the Course 3 content, and I was taking notes on that stuff. Here's my notes here on all the 4 topics that you posted, and I'm not sure if I exactly understand semiconductors all the way. I do understand that it's basically what I got out of it from your explanation was the use of taking silicone or some other type of conductive metal and altering it to where you can change it into a positive or negative attraction, and using it to pass current and kind of, I guess, manipulate how the current is transferred. But I'm not exactly sure if that's correct or not. But that's kind of what I got out of the video, and it made me intrigued more to go and study, or not study, but look up on the internet more about superconductors. And that was something that I found very interesting, and I was kind of had a question of, is there ways to use superconductors to create energy, since what I saw from some videos I looked up online and some research that I did was that it almost looked like there was, when the two magnets created the I think it was called the Meissner effect, of the two magnets of levitation, an attractive and a repulsive force between the two magnets all the time. I noticed that if you were to hit the magnet on top, it would continuously spin. And I was thinking possibly of the way of an 100% efficient Carnot engine, to where we could create some type of superconductor that could possibly work at room temperature. And I know many people are probably thinking of the same idea of getting superconductor to work at room temperature, but being able to do that and make something 100% efficient where no energy is lost because the superconductor is passing energy without it, losing heat or work to other outside forces. And that's something that I find very interesting, and hopefully in the future we can use superconductors in this sort of way. Then let's see, on Wednesday is when I watched the Did You Know video. I responded to the classmates and posted my response to the video, and basically the thing that stood out most in my mind was, how is China going to be the #1 English speaking country? I didn't really understand that very much. Are Americans going to be moving to China, or is China going to just develop our language and speak it more than we do? I guess I didn't really understand that, but I did enjoy the video very much, and I look forward to the growth of technology, but then again, I'm also kind of a little nervous or a little afraid of what potentially might happen, but looking forward to it in the future, possibly being an engineer and being an innovator and somebody that can use the growth of technology to, help our Earth, or our country for that matter. On Friday is when I studied magnetism and took notes on that. I have my notes here on the magnetism, and there were a couple questions that came up during the magnetism, was kind of back to how electrical attraction and magnetism, if they're interrelated or somehow have a connection. To me, I believe so, from what I learned, because an electrical field obviously is the use of passing electrons between the electrical field, and electrical attraction happens and the electrons will move. and also I saw that a magnetic field is pretty similar, where it is passing the electrons from one side to another, and um, as you can see, the magnets are either attracted or repulsive, similar to how when we would rub the balloon on the sweater in that activity and place it close to another balloon or the wall, how it would stick or attract or repel, kind of similar to how a magnet would do it. So I found that a little bit confusing, but I think they are related. I also had a question about our Earth having magnets within it. I know that other planets, from what I heard or from what I read, they also have magnets in it. So I was wondering if there was a way that we could use those magnets from other planets to help in the production of maybe some new magnetic material that could produce a superconductor to work at room temperature. I don't know, hopefully. Then Saturday is when I read up on everyone's NEAT video, also posted my own NEAT video. Sunday I created this video, and I also read the You're Not Special article, which I found very interesting and very moving. I do enjoy what the person was stating in the article. I'm just kind of going about, like, how do we encourage other people to think this way, or how do we go about loving something so much. I know he kind of touches on it a little bit in the article, but then again, I think it comes from a deeper emotion inside you to kind of tell yourself to start looking at life a little bit in a little bit of different aspect, and being able to adjust your whole view on life before you can get to that actual feeling of true love emotion for something that you're doing every day, and you're taking pride in it, because we as people have been so programmed to think a certain way of, okay, well, I'm doing this because somebody has told me to do it, or because it's looked good upon by other people. And I think to ultimately come one with yourself and understand your own body and your own person as who you are comes from something within, and it's gonna, I think it would be hard to get other people to be on that same level as you. But that's the end of my video, and have a good week.